Hey guys, it's Cheyenne here with Purple Phoenix Intuitive Tarot. I'm going to do a little reading for the collective, okay? So it's going to be a general reading, not a personal one-to-one reading. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't fit. He could be a she could be a he. It's all about the energy. Thank y'all so much for subscribing to my channel. I truly appreciate y'all. And thank you all so much for your likes, your comments, for sharing my content. If you're new here, hey, what's up? Cheyenne here. I don't show my face much, but I do like people to know that I am here. So I think I already cut these, but I'm cutting them again, okay? We're going to do a cross and staff spread with the intention cards, okay? Past. The weight of what happened between us still lingers. I'm not yet over our past. You could be dealing with a past person or someone you have a past with. You know, y'all been together a long time. I don't know. We're going to find out, okay? A few warnings. Before I get started, yes, I need to cleanse the space. I do use a bell. I'm going to use it right now so I can cleanse the space, okay? So you might want to mute your phone or your TV or whatever you got going on, okay? Please cleanse this space, dear Heavenly Father. Remove all negative energy, all evil too. In your holy name, thank you. Okay, guys, let's get going with this. Okay. Excuse me. All right, for the collective, how are they currently feeling right now? What's going on in their energy? For the collective, thank you. You know, I've started this reading like 2 or 3 times, guys, just telling y'all the truth. Meddler came out a while ago. And that is so weird it came out again. Y'all really do have a meddler all up in your business. I may step in and try to influence or control your life. I'm certain I know best. Okay? Growth. I will ignite a spark inside you, inspiring greater depth and expansion. Okay? So you have someone who's meddling all up in your business, all up in your energy. Or you know someone like that, or you could be the meddler, you know, flip it, switch it. But you also have someone who's wanting you to grow. Okay. The meddler could be frustrated. Yeah, they're frustrated. The meddler is wanting to try to control this growth, to control your expansion. But they're frustrated right now. So right now, y'all have a meddler trying to prevent you from growing. That's what I feel. I'm irritated with what I can't control and want you to feel as badly as I do. See, they can't control you now. Because you've grown. You've grown. You're no longer allowing this person to control your life. Like they're trying to prevent your growth. Okay. So what's challenging? What's the challenge for this situation? Sabotage. In reverse. They can't sabotage you. Oh, this is great, guys. Let me warn you of another thing. I do cuss, okay? I might cuss a little. Especially with this damn meddler in here. It just pisses me off. Anyway, they can't sabotage you. Sabotage is in reverse. I'm deliberately working to undermine your efforts and place obstacles in your path. That's no longer working, you idiot. It's no longer working. That's their challenge. They cannot sabotage you. Ooh wee, this is going to be a good reading. I can already feel it. Check in. I want to catch up, make sure you're doing well, and see where we stand. So, you know, you may have 2 people in your energy. One who's a meddler, you know, and they're trying to sabotage you, but it's not working out, right? Oh wait, this would be their challenge. They can't check in with you. I want to catch up, make sure you're doing well, and see where we stand. That's a challenge for them. Like, they can't do that right now. The sabotage isn't working. They're not able to check in on you. Oh, this is great, guys. I love this reading so far. I don't like meddlers. I don't like people trying to control your life. You know what I mean? It's yours. It's not theirs. What an idiot. Yeah, they're very frustrated. Whoever this is, they're so frustrated because they can't control you. You have detached. All right. For the collective, what's going on in their subconscious? The past. Oh gosh. Yeah, I figured they were wanting to talk. It just felt like it. Oh gosh, yeah, y'all got a lot going on in your subconscious. I know it's been a while, but I miss having you in my life. It's like deep down you know this person wants to reconnect with you, but you also know they're a fucking gossip. An imposter, I mean. I was looking at this gossip card. They're a fucking imposter, man. I'm not who you think I am. Yeah, you figured that out. That's why you have disconnected. Chaos. I'm a magnet for trouble. It's not my fault. I'll leave a trail of mayhem behind me. Yes, you do, you idiot, because you gossip. You'll be eager to hear this, but beware. What I say about others could easily be said about you. See? Ah. Y'all could have a past together. The weight of what happened between us still lingers. I'm not yet over our past. Yeah, they're not over the past. They feel like you're an obligation. You're a nuisance. I feel obligated to associate with you. Could be a family member, you know, obligation. How that says, I feel obligated to associate with you. You either work with this person, or they could be a family member. They could be in the same friend circle. Y'all have to be places at the, you know, together, even though you don't want to be, type thing, you know. That, or they feel like you're an obligation. I'm hiding my true intentions. Yeah, we figured that out, you idiot. And I don't actually care about your well-being. Yeah, we know you're a fucking imposter. Get out of our lives. They could be in your community. We seem very aligned in a lot of ways. Let's find support within each other. You could work together. You could live in the same neighborhood. You could go to the same church. You could be a part of the same book club. You know, somehow or another, y'all are in the same community, okay? I don't know why I put that over there, but anyway. I'm hoping you won't mind helping me with something minor. They may be wanting, to ask you for a small favor. I'm concentrating on my career and focused on advancing no matter what it takes. You could be asking someone for a small favor in your community about a career. You know, that could be going on. Like subconsciously, you're trying to think about that. You're trying to focus on this, you know. But then you got this imposter over here who's negative. They feel like you're an obligation. All they want to create is chaos and gossip about you. What kind of idiot is this, you know? It's an imposter doing all the bad shit. And then you got you focusing on the good stuff, you know? Alright. For the collective, what's going on in their recent past? I mean, I'm kind of scared to ask because of all this crap that's going on in your subconscious. You know? What's going on in there? What would you like for them to know about their recent past? What message do you have for them? Envy. This person was envious of you in the past. I resent that you have what I most desire, so I will belittle your successes to make myself look better. Boy, they sound very competitive. Amusement. I find your stories comical and your life a source of entertainment. They were making fun of you, using your stories as their next comedy little monologue thing. Sage advice. My wisdom is rooted in experience. I can offer a fresh perspective. So you had someone in the recent past who offered you some sage advice. Yeah, this is the unfriendly person, then. Keep your guard up. We aren't friends. I may have a hostile attitude. These were on the side. Unfriendly was sideways. So, it's like maybe in the recent past, you knew that they made fun of you. They did it in front of you. You know, like they would do it all the time. But you didn't know, like, was it true support or was it not? You know, I'm here to support and elevate you while expecting nothing in return. Maybe they were supporting you and expecting things in return, which is not true support. That's conditional love. That's not unconditional, okay? Keep your guard up. We aren't friends. I may have a hostile attitude toward you. On the side, that makes me feel like you had to keep your guard. You've been keeping your guard up against this person, I feel. You know, and it's like you were trying to see in the past, do they truly support me? Do they truly want to be my friend? You know? I have a lot to say about a situation and need a good listener. You know, that's on the side also. So it's like maybe you didn't feel like you could vent to this person. You didn't feel like they had your support. I mean, that you didn't feel like they supported you. Maybe you knew they were unfriendly. They were making fun of you. But you got some sage advice. You got some sage advice from someone who had been through something very similar to you, you know? And it just kind of opened your eyes, you know? That's what that feels like. Or maybe they were giving you sage advice, but then turning around and making fun of what you had told them, making fun of it behind your back, like making it a source of comedy. Like I said, a little monologue that they could go around and tell people about and make people laugh, and they're laughing at you. You know what I mean? But yeah, they could have allowed you to vent to them, you know, and stuff, but they weren't allowing you to truly vent. They were taking that and using it to go and gossip about you. You know? Sick. Alright. What are they aware of? What's in their consciousness? What message do you have for the collective? Someone's wanting to brag. It's mutual. Okay, it could be a family member. We're on the same wavelength, good or bad. So you're aware that it's a family member. Excuse me. I value your opinion and would appreciate your unique approach to this situation. Goodbye. The moment has come to part ways. Our paths are diverging and it's time to let go. So you're saying goodbye. Right now, you're currently aware of, it's like you've gained a new perspective about, could be a family member, you know what I mean? They could be coming in trying to apologize. I'm not yet over what happened, but an apology could begin to mend things. They're hoping that maybe they can mend things between y'all, that y'all be able to collaborate again. We're aligned in our purposes. Let's combine forces and help each other succeed. Or you could just have someone, what does they call that? What do they call that? False, future faking. Future faking you. You know, like, we're so much alike. Let's collaborate. We're so much alike. It's all gaslighting. Gaslight. I will deliberately manipulate your perception of reality until you are doubting your own experiences and memories. Yeah, right now you're aware of this. You're aware. It's like you've gained a new perspective about this person. Sure, y'all may be a lot alike, or they could be freaking lying to you about that, you know, or they could be, like I said, future faking. Like, oh, we should move here, and it's somewhere you always wanted to move. You know what I mean? That's future faking. They don't really want to move there. They just want to keep their claws in you, keep control over you, you know? But it's like you've gained a whole new... a whole new perspective about this person. That whenever, you know, how you thought that y'all were so much alike, you could have thought y'all were twin flames, you know, and that y'all were so much alike, and it was all gaslighting. That's all it was. They might have tried to apologize, but it's all gaslighting. You're saying goodbye to it because you gained a new perspective. You know, you're saying goodbye to all that crap. You're like, I don't want that in my life, you know? Yeah, because deep down you know who they are. They're a freaking imposter. They're not mutual. I mean, they're not like you. You know? Yeah, they're trying to sabotage your growth. But the sabotaging is not working right now. That's good. Alright, near future for my collective. Brag. That one was on the bottom. They're going to brag about a gift. Oh my. They're going to be frustrated. I'm irritated with what I can't control and want you to feel as badly as I do. They still feel that way in the near future. Yeah, it's like... oh, that's good. You're no longer feeling apathetic. I mean, this card, you know, I prefer to remain focused on my own life right now. That can be a good thing, but, yeah, we'll keep it in the upright. Because you could be focusing on your own life, right, you know, in the near future. But I feel like this meddler is very curious. I'm intrigued and eager to learn more and figure you out. They're trying to find out what you're doing, what you got going on, because they still want to control you. They want to brag. I will always enthusiastically share the amazing things happening in my life. Yeah, they're probably curious. They're bragging. They're maybe bragging about some plans they've got. They want to see you. Seeing you is a priority for me. I want to make plans with you so they can brag and just find out what's going on in your life. That's what it feels like. They may even try to offer you a gift, to offer something from the heart, an unexpected blessing to brighten your path. But I feel like they're coming in because you've got some great news. I have something amazing to share with you. You know, you're focusing on your own life. You've got some great news. You offer an open door, a warm invitation to step into a space where you are embraced and valued. Maybe you got people curious about you because you bragged about something like on Facebook. You could have been bragging, you know, if you're focused on your own life right now, you've let go of this loser who likes to control you. Then it's like you've got great news. You have someone planning to come see you. They want to make plans to see you. They're going to be very welcoming. They may have a gift for you. Something that's just going to brighten your day. You know, I don't know. I don't know. I really feel like that could be a person, though. They could be the one that's curious about you. Yeah. We're going to take that. Only I'm going to put those in a little bit different order. Yeah, when you get all this stuff, I mean, you might want to brag, but I wouldn't. You know what I mean? I wouldn't, just because I would keep things private, you know? I would just keep it all private, especially got somebody who's very controlling in your environment. Hello. Keep it all locked down. Don't tell anybody. Oh, gosh. How are they feeling about this situation? How's the collective feeling? Thank goodness it's one card. We're running low. Look how tiny the deck is now. I know it's been a while, but I miss having you in my life. That's how you're feeling. So you may be wanting to reconnect with this person. They may be very good at smooth talking you, or trying to, but just try to remember, you know, what all's been going on that they have been doing, like how they're an imposter, they've been gossiping, you know what I mean? Oh, I don't know what I'm doing. For the collective, someone in their environment, how are they feeling about the situation? They're a safe space. I accept and respect you for who you are and ask only for the same in return. I'm in need of financial assistance. So you have someone in your environment who's needing a loan, okay? Or maybe they know you need financial assistance. I don't know. But they're a good person. They're a safe space. Hopes and fears. Hopes and fears. For the collective journey, an adventure awaits. A physically or emotionally expanding experience is ahead. Heck yeah. That's your hopes and fears. Probably hoping for this journey, ready for it. Alright, for the collective, what's the potential outcome for this? For the collective, what's the potential outcome? Ooh, bad news on the side. Do we have anything else? Any more for the potential outcome? Future. Our paths are destined to align, although the purpose may still be unclear. It's just like the near future is unclear. Yeah, unfortunately, there's something difficult I need to share with you. So you may be getting some bad news in the near future, but you've got someone who wants to, I will provide emotional support and always try to understand you. That's good. And you have this frustrated person still in your energy. I'm irritated with what I can't control and want you to feel as badly as I do. That's what you have going on in the near future. I feel like you're going to have empathy when someone comes to bring you bad news. You're going to have empathy with this frustrated person. You're going to have a lot of empathy in the near future, so that's good. You want to have empathy. I mean, sometimes it can be a pain in the butt, especially when your heart is bleeding for someone you know is not a good person. You're like, oh, but sure they didn't mean that. Surely not. You know, it's like, I try not to say things like that anymore, because I don't know people. I don't know anybody anymore. That's what it feels like. And as my chair is squeaking, creaking for the collective. Who is this meddler trying to prevent the collective's growth? Oh, it's your freaking a marriage. You could be married to this person. It's on the sideways, so y'all could be going through divorce. I don't know. But this meddler who's trying to prevent your growth is someone you could be in a relationship with. Long-term relationship. Doesn't have to be a marriage. It could be a job. You know, 3 high priestess. What the hell? Empress energy. As far as tarot goes, with the number 3 here, you got 38, which is 11. This marriage, it sounds like it's a lot of toil and labor. So yeah, maybe somebody, you may have been in a long-term marriage, partnership, whatever, with someone very controlling, and they could be spying on you. You know, meddler, hello. Yeah, you're going to be given a new pathway. All right, sabotage. So they're no longer able to sabotage you, but they still want to catch up and talk to you, probably because they want to try to control you, right? They want to try to gaslight you into believing that you can't do whatever it is you're wanting to do. You gotta go on this new adventure. It's like, what the fuck, everybody? Yeah, they're trying to steal shit from you. Still. They're trying to sabotage you. That's your challenge. Their challenge is the sabotage ain't working. They're trying to steal from you. All they are is a thief. And look, there's that other woman in that picture. That's what I always think of. You know, that one with the red. What is she called? False woman, false person. Yeah, 24 adds up to be 6. That would be the Lover's card. Could be 2 people trying to sabotage you, trying to do things, trying to meddle. Who's this imposter who's doing all the bad shit? Gossiping, trying to control them. Can we clarify that imposter? Yeah, they're not a gift. They're trying to prevent you. Oh my gosh, they may be trying to steal your gift. You may have money coming to you, and this person, imposter, it could be someone impersonating themselves as you. Y'all might want to do something drastic, like cut all your hair off. You know, see who cuts their hair too. No, that would be funny. But yeah, it could be someone pretending to be you. This could indicate a fake marriage. You know, it could be someone pretending to be you. They are a thief. It's like they want to steal your entire life. They want what you have, you know? Ew. Yeah, it's like they're keeping this gift from you. They're not going to allow you to have it. And your subconscious, you know this. Maybe you know that they're blocking your spiritual gifts, you know. All this negative stuff that they're doing is blocking. Maybe they're trying to prevent you from having gifts. Maybe they're, you know, they could be doing all sorts of weird stuff. Just saying, dark stuff, you know, lower vibrational stuff, dark magic stuff, you know. Alright, career, community, and small favor. Can we clarify that for the collective? Community, career, small favor. Lovers, number 15. So maybe you could have a lover, you know, in your subconscious. You think about someone, or maybe it's just something that you think very passionately about, or maybe deep down you know about whoever you're married to having a love affair, someone who's impersonating you. You know what I mean? You may know about that. Or this could be someone subconsciously you know, think about this person that you like. They could live far away. They could be very concerned right now. They could be a main male. There's that false person. See how she's wearing a red dress? Alright, in the recent past. Yeah. Got someone in the recent past who was not supportive. They were not friendly. All they wanted to do was vent. Or maybe listen to you vent, where then they could use those stories as a source of amusement, you know. You know, to make everybody laugh. I don't know. But you had someone giving you sage advice, so that's good. Can you clarify those for us, for the collective? Some distant horizons. Bad health. You know, this can talk about the near future, distant horizons. You could have someone in the distance who wants to offer sage advice or gave you sage advice, and they want to support you. And then you also have someone, maybe they're connected with someone who's very unfriendly, and they like to vent, and they like to talk about, I don't know, talk about you behind your back. That person's going to be in bad health, I feel. The person who is not friendly, you know. Who is that unfriendly person in the recent past? Who is that unfriendly person in the recent past? I think I got it. Yeah, this person you're married to, tool and labor, that came out earlier with the marriage card. So it's whoever you're married to, you know. That's what I feel about that. Alright, it's mutual. collaborate, gaslight, apology. You're saying goodbye to somebody. Who are they? Who is the collective saying goodbye to? In their consciousness. They're consciously aware of. Yeah, adjudication. You may be getting a divorce, you know, like I said. That being on the side. Concern reverse. So it's like this person is not concerned. They don't care. They don't care. Like they don't care anymore. They can't gaslight you. They can't control you. They don't want you. They're like, okay, see you, bye. You know, I don't know. That's what that feels like. You're saying goodbye. You gained a new perspective. You're no longer concerned. Maybe you're the one that's no longer concerned. You know. For the near future, for the collective. There's a lot going on there. Oh. Sorry, I'm a little tired. Near future. A lot of cards over there. Can you clarify? Coffin. So something's ending for sure. Painful, permanent ending. That's what I feel about that card. Just a permanent ending. 19 is a karmic number. You got family room right behind that. Pathway. See? You're going to be going on a brand new freaking path. Yeah, you may be wanting to brag. Because you've laid something to rest and you moved on. Yeah, you're no longer going to let anything imprison you. Alright, for the collective. How are they feeling about this situation? We got reconnection. Thank you. Unexpected income? You're in this privileged lady energy, man. And yeah, you may have a lot of people wanting to come and reconnect with you. A lot of white and green. Yeah, you're gonna be, and you may have some unexpected income coming in. Alright, this loan. Someone in the collective's environment, they may need some financial assistance. Who is this person in their environment that may need a loan? Or they may be giving you a loan. Don't know. A wealthy man, yeah, he may be giving you a loan, okay, honey. A main male. Holy cow, okay. So you have a wealthy man here. You know. Anyway, main male, he's needing a loan. He may be getting a loan from this wealthy man because he's in despair. He don't know what to do. He lost the house. All right. Oh, for the collective. Journey. That's their hopes and fears. Can we clarify that journey for their hopes and fears, please? Journey. False person and message. So you could be getting a message from this false person when this journey is happening. Yeah. When this journey is taking place, a false person could be sending you a message. I don't know. Courthouse. And hopefully it's something you can use in the courthouse. You know, evidence of some sort. That'd be helpful. Bad news, empath, and frustrated for the potential outcome. Bad news, empath, frustrated. Mature man. Family room. You're going to have a happy life. You know, even though you're getting this bad news, it's like you're getting bad news, but you're an empath. And so you can understand things a little bit better than most people because you feel it, you know, type of thing. But you still have someone frustrated because they can't control you. They can't control this home that you're in. This nice, warm, cozy home. You know, this reminds me of the first Nanny McPhee movies because the walls were all so vibrant and so pretty. Look how pretty that blue wall is. And then there's the red furniture and stuff. You know, it just looks like a very happy, you know, happy home. Clean and happy. You even have tea down there. You got some plants. Looks like paintings on the walls. You're going to have a happy home. And it's got somebody frustrated. Mature man, house, community, adjudication. Let's get some more clarification with the T cards. I'm just curious. I mean, yeah, not the tarot. I was going to use tarot, but the spread was so cool looking, I didn't want to mess it up, how it all came out real neat looking. I'm going to take the bottom half today, because I usually take the top half. But I shuffle them all together, so it doesn't really matter, because I shuffle them very well. Alright, guys. Okay, the collective. So in their current energy, it's like they've got this marriage. It's like they're married to a meddler who does not want them to grow. He doesn't want, or this meddler person does not want their partner to grow, okay? That's what we got going on in the current energy. It's like you got this meddler, a very controlling spouse or partner who doesn't want the other partner to grow. Okay. Can you clarify that, please? Oh, dude. Let's just clarify the whole reading then, you know? Thank you. Do not be tempted to lower your standards, guys. Yeah. They may be trying to make you, you know, they may be trying to hang on. They don't want this growth to happen. They don't want this ending to happen. They know that when you end this relationship, that it could, I mean, it could shoot you straight on up for growth, you know? They don't want to see that. They don't want you being better than them because they're very controlling. We got mule, someone extremely stubborn and unwilling to change. We'll take that too. I feel like that's this person, you know, who's unwilling to grow. Could be an older man. Involvement with the law, absolutely. Absolutely. I feel like that is for sure. Take care, enemies are working against you. Oh, most definitely. You got some imposter people down here. A period of ill health or depression. So be aware of that, okay? We got bird perched, waiting for news, package, or letter. So you could be perched, waiting for news. Pleasure with a close friend. Yay. It's always fun to hang out with friends. What's their challenge? This thief? Trying to sabotage them. Not working. Idiot. Thank you. Affairs with your family. This could absolutely be within your family unit. Someone in your family trying to sabotage you. Okay? Or they could have had an affair with someone in your family. You know, this person who's very controlling, very narky. They could have had an affair with someone in your family. Alright. This imposter, we know they're definitely an enemy working against the collective. Okay. Yeah, it could be your partner's lover. Okay. Can we clarify that a little bit more for the recent, for their subconscious? Thank you. Time to go out and have fun, okay, guys? Because y'all are focusing on your career. I really feel like this imposter, guys, be careful, you know, affairs with your family. It could be someone in your family who, they would know you. Hello. They could easily pretend to be you. They could be an imposter impersonating you. Guys, be aware of this, okay? This could absolutely happen. Yeah, this person who's having a love affair with your partner could be a family member who's trying to impersonate you, okay? But you're focused over here, you know, on your career and your money. Your community. It's like you're helping your community. So it's time to go out and have fun, maybe with your community. Keep your life in balance. Yeah, balance the work and the fun. Go out and have fun with your friends, you know. It's okay to go out and have fun with your friends and not take your husband and kids, you know. It's okay to do that. I promise. Alright, for the recent past, you got this sage advice, support, distant horizons, like someone who lives far away. Birth or conception of a child or enterprise. Time to act. Hidden secrets can harm you. Y'all be careful, okay? Just don't have any secrets. That's how I like to do it. I just don't have any secrets, you know what I mean? Yeah, this tool in labor. It's time to act. Whoever this is, I mean, whatever this is, the sage advice and the support that you've been given, it helped you take action in the recent past. It's like it helped you see things about maybe the distant horizons and near future, you know, that you weren't able to see. And so now it's like your eyes are opened, you know, things that were secrets and things that were hidden that you couldn't see before. You're seeing them clearly now. You're seeing that this relationship was a lot of tool and fucking labor. You know what I mean? But yeah, try not to have any secrets, okay? Because people can try to use those against you, you know? All right. For the collective, what's going on in their consciousness? All right, someone who's not concerned. You're saying goodbye. You're saying goodbye. Whoa, there's a lot about this. About saying goodbye. Things will not always be this way. A change is coming. So right now, whatever y'all are recently going through, you know, in your consciousness, what you're consciously aware of, don't worry, it don't last forever. We got apple. Temptation will test you. Oh, Lordy, guys. Could be whoever you're saying goodbye to, whoever you've gained a new perspective of. They could be trying to tempt you, okay? You need to put up your shield. You need to defend yourself. Doing something risky, taking a chance. Ooh, what are you doing? Deep personal strength and peace that assures success. Wow, y'all are powerful right now. Dragon, beware of self-delusion. Yeah, if this person who is controlling, if they were gaslighting you, you may have these things going on in your mind that it's like, what do they call that? Anyway, it's like, it's a result of traumatic experiences. Like, it's a result of being with a narcissist for a while, and you develop this thing. It's called something, and yeah, self-delusion it's like that. I can't remember what it's called, but anyway, so just be aware of that, you know, especially if you're dealing with someone who's gaslighting you. Have someone who can let you know what's real and what's fake, you know, because sometimes it's like the self-delusion thing. It's like they've told you things for so long that you believed them, but it's really not true. You know what I mean? It's so hard to explain that. Anyway, butterfly, change for the better. I wish I could explain things better, guys. An emotionally secure, loving family is important to you. Yeah, see, that's what y'all are aware of. Y'all are so ready for that. That's why you're saying goodbye. You're putting up your shield. You're no longer going to let that affect you. It's called something, the self-delusion, but it's not self-delusion. The thing that happens to you if you've been in a narcissistic relationship. I cannot remember what it's called. It's like where you think that things are real, but then when you talk to, like, you know, your mom or dad or your brother, you know, and they tell you the truth, you're going, wait a minute. And you don't want to say, oh, I didn't know that, I didn't believe that, because it makes you look stupid. But, like, I mean, it's better to be authentic and just say, man, I didn't know that, you know. And then they'll ask you why, and then you tell them, well, like, anyway, yeah, it's, gaslighting at its best. You fully have been gaslit when you believe it, and then you realize it was really fake, that what they told you was not the truth. You know, it bugs me when that happens. All right, for the collective, for the near future, you got someone curious about your plans and about this gift you're getting. You got someone who's going to welcome you, and they're going to give you great news. Or you're just the one who's getting all this. You're going to be very welcomed. You're going to get great news. You're going to be very curious, you know, and get gifts, and you're going to make plans. Just be careful about bragging. That's not too good of a thing to do, you know what I mean? Nobody cares, really. Temporary situation. Alright, for the collective near future, we got pathway. A path that's going to be great news. It's going to be welcoming. Boot. These boots are made for walking. That's what y'all are doing. Hello. Increase your efforts if you want to achieve your goals. There's the braggarty person. So you have someone, it's like when you go on this new path, you're going to have someone in your ear bragging, you know, trying to make it to where your trip isn't that cool, or what your plans aren't that great. They've got better ideas. They've got better things coming. An arrogant, boastful person you should not cross. That's in the near future. Man, if y'all are saying goodbye to somebody, block them. You don't have to talk to them. Why? Why do you have to talk to them? You don't. You know what I mean? You don't have to talk to them. That still looks crooked. Is that crooked? Or is that just me? Oh, I think that's crooked. There. Anyway, I'll fix that later. Yeah, feeling tied down and frustrated. You were yoked, unequally yoked to this person. They're braggarty. They could be a rooster in Chinese zodiac. It could be a rooster. Someone you were unequally yoked to. You're leaving. They don't like it. So now they're going to brag about all the good things they've got and try to make you go their way. Try to gain control of you again. It's like, block those numbers. Or number, whatever. That's how I am, though. I'm a Libra. Like, if I get to that point where I'm cutting you off, I'm literally cutting you off. I never want to talk to you again. You know what I mean? That type of thing. Like, literally. If I cut you out of my life, I never want to speak to you again. Period. Queen of Swords, man. That's my energy. I've had to do that, you know, with, like, when I was younger and I had, you know, I had a boyfriend. Yeah, I had to block and, like, just cut him off. Not talk to him ever again. That's what I did. They lied to me or they cheated on me. I just gone. See you bye. Not with all of them. Like there's, anyway. There's been people I've given 2 people chances. That's it. You know, my husband and then my first boyfriend. And then you learn. It's like you learn, no, we cannot do that anymore. We've got to be firm. We've got to have boundaries. You know, so it's like Queen of Swords energy. Let's embrace it. Reconnection. I know it's been a while, but I miss having you in my life. Yeah, probably because you're looking good. You're looking good. Someone wants to reconnect. Let's see. Reconnection. How is the collective feeling about this situation? Reconnection and privileged lady. Okay. Sun, happiness and well-being. There's some kids playing outside. I can hear them. They've been riding their little bikes up and down the street all day. Our little neighborhood kids. Tent. Yeah, temporary situation. It's going to be a temporary situation. You know that right now, what you're in, this is a temporary situation. What you're going through, what you're experiencing, it will soon pass, you know. Tower, solid foundation, success with effort. You're building, that's what you're going to build. Right now, you may be in a temporary situation, but soon you could be building something very solid, you know. Beware of greed, okay? Make sure you give back. And lightning. Control your anger or you will be sorry. Oh, man. That may be someone coming in, you know, who's greedy. You know, this person who's controlling. They want to reconnect because they see you doing so good. They want to take advantage of that again. They want to see if they can control you again. But control your temper, okay? You're like, damn it, how did they find my number? I disconnected them. You know, I blocked them or whatever. Don't get too angry, okay, when they find your number. Lone and main male. That's someone in the collective's environment. Let me clarify that. Crib. Work, achievement, success. So this person here, trying to see. Okay, so this person here, this main male, position of authority, that could be the one who's been controlling you. They may be coming back in for a loan. They want to reconnect. Position of authority. Because they think they have a position of authority with you. But they're very controlling. Confirmation. I heard my dog bark. Yeah, this is a two-faced. He's getting angry. He's getting angry because it's a two-faced friend. You know what I mean? Birth or conception of a child or enterprise. So they maybe want a loan so they can start a new business. I don't know. I don't feel like that's good though. And then we have journey, and we have message, false person, and journey. To clarify journey. Okay. For hopes and fears. Can we clarify that false person for the collective? Who's that false person and their hopes and fears? Someone who's in a financial pinch. They could be family. I am telling y'all, this could be your freaking family. Confirmation. Thank you, Peanut. Discord among friends or family. This journey could be about family matters. And there's going to be a lot of discord. I feel the journey for you is going to be a period of prosperity and abundance. I don't feel like it's connected to that. You have a secret admirer. Under hopes and fears. Strong emotion, passionate love or hate. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. People are slamming doors. Sorry, guys. Yeah, it's like passionate love or hate. Could be a family, you know. There's the laws can be involved. We do know that. Potential outcome. Got bad news, empathy, and frustrated. So it's like someone's going to be getting bad news. Someone's going to be frustrated. But it's like you're probably the empath. If you attracted this narcissistic person, more than likely you are an empath, okay? And so that's why you're there. And it could be something going on in the family room. Could be that you just have a really nice home now, you know? And yeah, there could be you getting some bad news in the family room from someone who's extremely frustrated because they can't control you. A unicorn. Use your intuition to make beneficial changes, guys. For real, for real. Chair filled. So that could be bad news for someone, for that person who's very frustrated, who can't control you anymore. Their chair was empty, but now it's filled. Someone new is entering your life. Well, sorry, loser. Should have been better. Should have been nicer. Should have found out what unconditional love was. Stopped being an narc, and you know. Sorrow over loss. And then we have peace and harmony. So it's like there is going to be some sorrow over this loss, but overall, there's going to be peace and harmony. Yep. Alright. Yeah, let's go ahead and get y'all some dice. Yeah. This was an interesting read. I like doing them different though, with those cards like that, with the words. I like pictures on cards, and those Kipper cards are very pretty. The imagery is important to me because that's where I get a lot of my intuitive messages. You know, it's just by looking at the imagery, looking at the picture, kind of, you know, I don't know, sometimes the pictures go real well with what I'm feeling. I'm using dice, guys, so they're going to be loud. I roll them. Yeah, we're going to get some names, words, initials for y'all to clarify this message. Please and thank you. Ooh. Oh, it fell. Oh yeah, and I found another one. Where did I put that? One of my vow ones. It was in a box. Oh, I see ice. You could like to eat ice. I see watt, like W-A-T-T, like electrical type watts. you know? That could be someone's name. I know a little kid named Axel. I think that's how they spell it. Like Axel Rose. We got ply. It always makes me think of toilet paper or plywood, you know? We got FDA, Food and Drug Administration. We have itch. I'm gonna take that. That's a weird word. Someone could be itchy right now. Look, I've got itchy. I'm gonna put the Y on there. Someone could be itchy. You got some chigger bites. I hate chigger bites. God. Me and my son were talking about that the other day. He had one up under his arm. Oh, it looked so painful. And then I had one like behind my knee. And oh my gosh, it was such a pain. I'm going to keep the name Axel too, because that's very rare. You see that name. Axel. Here's pick. You could play the guitar. Or you could be picking between maybe two things, you know, two jobs. We have red. Red. It's totally an 80s word. We also have fly. So you could be a pilot. You could know a pilot. My uncle's a pilot. You could like to fly in airplanes. You could be flying high on life right now, you know. Oh, I see paw. Like the paw of a cat or a dog. A little puppy paw. Little puppy paw. And then we have T and T. TT. Signs, symbols, and synchronicities now. I'm going to get some more dice. Warning, they are loud. For the collective, to clarify this message, can we get some signs, symbols, and synchronicities, please? Thank you. Oh, see, y'all are going to be happy. That's the end results, is happiness. Chair filled, y'all are happy. No more control from this idiot who's trying to control your life. They're gone like the wind. See you, bye, buddy. This thief, they're gone. Could be a family member, like I said. Definitely someone you need to skate away from. You could like roller skating. This makes me think of the Chariot card in that Good Witch, I think it's called the Cozy Witch Tarot deck. That's the Chariot card. So you could have someone who's coming toward, it's like they're having to skate away from something else so they can move toward you very quickly, but getting away from this other situation is taking a little bit longer than they expected. That's what that feels like. I don't know. You could be an artist, they could be an artist, someone's an artist, or could be an interior designer. You could just be painting your house right now. You're using paint rollers, okay? You'd have someone who's very vain in your life, and they like to look in the mirror. Oh my. Or you could have someone doing mirror magic, so always, you know, do some protection spells. You could like dinosaurs. This is funny, I had on my, for yesterday's full moon reading, I had on my Jurassic Park shirt. I think it was yesterday's reading. You'd have earth in your chart. You could like Canada. You could like maple trees. You could like maple syrup. That one came out too yesterday's. Those things could make you happy. Be careful of that controlling son of a gun there, okay? They're an imposter. All they do is gossip. They probably say that everything they're doing to you, that you do it to them. That's a little bit more than an arm. That's a little bit of a mental illness there. You know, I don't know. Sounds a little psychotic, you know, psychopath type thing. Ooh, those people creep me out. Anyway. Alright. For the collective, what's going on? And what can you let us know? These dice are going to be loud as well. Anything that can help clarify this message today. Signs, planets, numbers, please, and thank you. We got South Node. Those kids, that's what my dog's barking at. He's barking at the kids that are outside playing. I wish he wouldn't bark so much. He's so dang loud. Alright guys, here's what you got. You've got 2, 2, 2. Look at that. Union. There's definitely a union coming. Balance, harmony, peace. You know, 2s, they're a very harmonious number. All about balance, you know. 2 in tarot is the High Priestess. Your intuition could be on point. You could be Life Path 11. High Priestess always makes me think of that because the 2 in the Roman numeral 2 is just I, you know, 2. So it looks like 11. You also have 88 here. So 8s could be also very significant. 8 is strength in the tarot deck, you know. So hone in on your strength, man. Hone in on that strength. Oops. And then we have the number 6, okay? So 688, 886, 68, 86, 88. Those could be significant. 82, 62, 26, 28. Okay. As far as signs go, we have Libra. Oh, we have 2 Pisces. We have 2 Pisces here. 2 Pisces. We also have Neptune. Let me find that. Oh, Virgo don't go over there. Whoops. There's Neptune. So Pisces strong. We got Taurus. We got Leo. We got Virgo, and we got Libra. Then we have Sun. We have Saturn. We have Jupiter. We have Venus. And we have South Node, which is Virgo. Okay. Let me read to y'all about those planets real quick, though, before we go. Because sometimes that can help, you know. Saturn it rules Capricorn. It talks about life lessons and destiny. The day of the week is Saturday. Y'all also had Venus here, which is Taurus, Libra, beauty, romance. The day of the week is Friday. You have Jupiter here, which rules Sagittarius, luck and expansion. The day of the week is Thursday. And then the South Node, which is in Virgo, it talks about your past lives, where you've come from. You know. Yeah. Twos, I was going to look that up. The second house is Taurus's house. It talks about finances, values, spirituality. And then y'all also had 88. The 8th house is Scorpio's house. It talks about legacies, taxes, sex, rebirth. And then the 6th house is Virgo's house of details and planning. Okay. Oh, and Neptune. Neptune rules Pisces. It talks about dreams, illusions, idealism. Okay. So this was your reading, guys. I hope that this helps y'all in some way, shape, or form. And I hope that y'all know y'all are on the right path. No matter how bad, you know, when you're leaving, if you're leaving in a relationship and there's a lot of narky behavior there, a lot of, you know, gaslighting, manipulation type things that are going on, which can indicate a lot more than narcissism. Just saying, look into other mental health things and you'll find out they might be a little bit, you know, a psychopath. Just saying, always be aware, guys. Just be aware of who you're dealing with, what you're dealing with. Do your research. Because these people can be very, very toxic. They can be very dangerous. You know what I'm saying? And if it's really hard for you, you know, it's like you're saying goodbye to them right now. What you're aware of in your consciousness. Here, in the 3D, you're saying goodbye to this person. But it's like they still want to come in and brag. It's like they're in your subconscious. They're in your recent past. They're in your near future. They're even over here. They're the person that's in your environment. It's not some other person, it's them. This person who likes to brag, likes to gaslight, likes to do all these gossiping, all these nefarious type things, you know. They like to do those type of things. And they're here in that energy. They're here in your hopes and fears. They're even here in your freaking near future. But I put that smiley face on there because y'all are going to be happy in the near future. You're going to have a chair filled. You're going to have wind chimes, peace and harmony, you know. You're going to have a happy family, a happy home. You may have that person, there they are, they're frustrated. They may be bringing you bad news. It's like, no, I'm sorry, but I'm not going to allow you to turn my smile upside down. You know, I'm going to keep it a smile. But yeah, y'all stay happy. But anyway, I hope this helped y'all. If you enjoyed this message today, feel free to give me a thumbs up. I truly appreciate it, guys. And feel free to subscribe to my channel. I would appreciate that too. I have no makeup on today, so pardon my face. It's a little shiny because I got moisturizer on, but yeah. Thank y'all so much. God bless y'all. I hope that this reading helps someone out there. That's all I ever pray for, is that my messages, that it's what God's wanting me to hear for that day, and that it's going to help somebody out there, you know. Make sure y'all use your intuition during this time. Pay attention to your intuition, okay? That's direct line of communication, man. And you need to trust it, okay? God bless y'all. See you again soon.